Governor Mike Huckabee is a former presidential candidate, of course, and he's a Fox News contributor. Governor, good to see you again today. Welcome.
Good to see you, Martha.
So you heard all the back and forth
I'm wondering if Mark's book, is it in the fiction category? I'm just wondering, because from what he said, I think I'll look for it under fiction.
Well, I guess your response is duly noted, but he hopes that many people don't agree with you. But tell me something here. When you hear this back and forth, she calls him a thin-skinned money grubber, and he calls her Pocahontas, and it does raise a valid question, which is, does any of this name-calling beget anything that is worthwhile to voters on either side?
I think everybody understands that if you're going to call Donald Trump something, he's going to come back at you. And I think Elizabeth Warren has opened herself wide open for this. Look, she called Donald Trump a racist, called him a money grubber, all sorts of things, very personal attacks. And then for her to pretend that she's so righteous, so holy, she would never do something like that. I just think it's absurd. But look, the scene today was just classic. You had Hillary Clinton and Elizabeth Warren. Elizabeth Warren, who was always talking about how horrible it is for these Wall Street people, and she's standing there with the poster child of Wall Street political funding, Hillary Clinton. The one thing they do share is a very left-wing philosophy. I said that this was the beginning of left and lefter. Hillary and Elizabeth Warren on the same stage, pure left.
So how did these two come together? I mean, you know, certainly what you say about the background between them and the things that she's called Hillary Clinton is absolutely true. So what do you see here in the making politically? Is this the VP candidate? Is this what we've got in terms of a pairing in November?
Well, it would be a fascinating ticket, because I'd love to see how Elizabeth Warren goes out there and defends Hillary Clinton's being a wholly owned subsidiary of Wall Street. I'd love to see how she's going to talk about Hillary Clinton getting all this cash from foreign governments who jail people who are gay and who put them to death, and somehow that Hillary is the champion for diversity and women's rights. I mean, this is absurd. But it's part of this narrative that Democrats can just ignore the realities and speak about how pure they are, how devoted they are. But look, a lot of Americans have been hurt by their policies.
But if you have a candidate who has trouble with women voters, which what Donald Trump does when you look at the polls, and you've got two women, one who is going to bring in the Bernie Sanders vote, and the other who is going to bring in the stability and continuation of the Obama White House, that could be a pretty formidable team.
I don't know. I mean, I'm not sure how stable the Obama administration is. You've got Obamacare that's made it very difficult for a lot of families to afford health insurance, doubled the national debt to nearly $20 trillion. Our place in the world has been decimated. Nobody respects us anywhere in the world anymore. You know, you got Putin flying fighter jets over Navy destroyers and taking hostages by the Iranians. I'm not sure Hillary wants to latch onto that and say, give me 4 years and I'll just keep that great stuff going, because I think people looking objectively can't hardly embrace that as terrific.
See her separating when she feels it's worthwhile from the administration, and embracing them when she thinks it serves her well. Governor Huckabee, thank you very much. We'll see you soon, sir.
Thanks, Martha.